It's over Filipowski.
The defensive instincts of Embiid on display there with the deny.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Henderson passes to Embiid. And it's good, 2 points. Embiid's got 10 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Suggs, and it's blocked. Wagner against Henderson. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
The Magic trail by 9. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Magic.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Now here's Anthony, guarded closely. Kicks it out to Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. Miami grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Henderson outside. To the inside. Robinson pulls it in. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Wagner. A fadeaway J off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
1:53 left to play in the first. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Magic.
Heat on D. And finished off by Banchero.
Powerful throwdown that time by Banchero. Big-time athleticism.
Here's Henderson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Cole Anthony. The Heat have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Here's Alexander Walker, and it's off from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Well, Heat leading by 5. There's 48 seconds left in the first.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Black, how he did last season. He was around 9 points per last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Oh, that's a terrific pass by the big fella. Banchero is adding that element to his game as his career progresses.
Now, here is George. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 5. Robinson with the block. Here's Black, defended by George. Kivoshev. And it's good for 2. And now just a 1-point Heat lead. Now George. Up in time. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
The previous play is under review.
Might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
On the floor for Miami, we've got George. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
And the layup's good off the glass. And the Heat lead by 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Banchero with the screen. Anthony finds Banchero. Right on the bucket. Banchero's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Outside, George. Back to Alexander Walker. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Off the left rim and out. Magic shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Black. Pass to Banchero. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's George. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2. It's on Cole Anthony. So Clark, the last couple NBA seasons, featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
team foul.
Here's Alexander Walker. Bangs home the trifecta. Alexander Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Robinson a screen on George. Here's Anthony. Got a piece of it. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Robinson Earl. Off target with his three.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Banchero. It's deflected. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. The jump hook. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Anthony, the pass to Black. Banchero, right side. Back to Black. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. No good off the front iron. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Robinson Earl. Outside, George. Now, Alexander Walker. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And it's a 5-point Miami lead.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Banchero. And he uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 14 points.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Outside, George. Elbow shot is on the way. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Heat lead by 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Banchero, right side. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
So both teams making some changes here. And Orlando has possession. It's a 5-point game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation for the Magic. Franz Wagner comes in for Robinson, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Black. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Back to Suggs. Over Henderson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Right there. I mean, Carter using his instincts and his motor to track down the miss and convert it into second chance points. That's just really good work.
Now here's Henderson. He has 5. From the wing. Harper, no good.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Henderson, and he drives in, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hops.
The high post shot. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 16 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Embiid. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Washington.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Pass to Suggs. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Takes a three. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the three if you give it to him.
Outside Harper puts up a three, and the three ball is good.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Wagner. He has 5. The layup off target. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Caldwell Pope outside. Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Wagner. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Filipowski. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
Nothing new for Embiid here. Going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
And now, please welcome the 407.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Orlando.
For the 407.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Number 1, the Magic.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Embiid the screen. Second chance shot. Orlando grabs the miss. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
The Heat leading by 4. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys. And he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play. You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Harper, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Suggs against Harper. Here's Carter. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Embiid.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. is tough as they come.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues Clark to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 9. Outside Harper. Finished off the break. Harper's got 9.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting team, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Bounce pass Suggs. And it's Carter missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
Carter outside. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Suggs dishes to Robinson. Wagner a screen on Harper. Just 5 to shoot. Caldwell Pope kicks to Carter. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Anderson, no one around him. They get it again.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Harper against Caldwell Pope. Embiid with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Harper. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Orlando Magic.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
Embiid, what an addition. Us MVP level centers, we're a different breed. Joel, just like old Shaq, can dominate all day.
No doubt. This move elevates the team on both ends, Shaq.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Trailing here by 8.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Banchero. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points per game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Caldwell Pope after the miss from Joel Embiid. Caldwell Pope pass to Suggs. And then Carter with the dunk.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And he converts the layup. 11 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Suggs. 11 points in the game. Caldwell Pope up top. Magic moving the ball around. And here is Suggs. And Orlando again with the bucket.
His teammates expect Suggs to hit these shots, and he doesn't disappoint them.
Embiid with a screen on Suggs. Pass to Embiid. Harper dishes to Embiid. Here's Filipowski. Launches it. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Here's Henderson. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Looking to get back on track here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Making good use of that long frame. Wagner draws contact on that drive and the foul.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Harper. Trying his luck from deep. Miami no good on that time either. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. Suggs against Henderson. Banchero inside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Heat with the lead. Henderson looking it over. Here's the teardrop. Drills the three-pointer. Filipowski's got 8.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Down low. Here's Carter. And it's Miami with the rebound. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Harper up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Harper the pass to Embiid. Good work defensively by Carter. The Magic trail by 5. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Harper. The Magic again can't hit. Embiid inside the line. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Keontae George, he's checked in for Scoot Henderson. Wagner from long range. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid. Outside, George. The kick out to Harper. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Wagner. He has 7. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Here's Suggs. Drilled from 11 feet out. Suggs has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I like Suggs knocking down that mid-range jump shot. That's what the defense gave him. Make him pay for it.
Outside, George. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. 7 points for George.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Back to Suggs. The 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, +10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Blacks checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now, here's Wagner. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's 9 points for Franz Wagner.
Wagner finds the mid-range shot available and takes it.
Outside, George. Nailed from three-point land. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wagner passes to Carter. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Now George. 10 points for him. And here's Harper from the arc. 6 on the shot clock. Count it. Harper's got 11. The Magic trail by 11. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. B.A. Banks. Here's Black, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Suggs. Defended by Alexander Walker. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Outside, George. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic trail by 11. And the Magic can hold on to the ball.
Well, they were in the top 10 in terms of fewest turnovers. Really good passing and ball handling group that they had last season.
Hey, Greg, their ranking and opponent's scoring average shows just how focused they were on defense. They were willing to grind out wins when they had to. Now, here is George. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Count the basket.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Banchero outside. From 8. Miami grabs the miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, what a finish!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Black kicks to Wagner. Here's Carter. A second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Magic trail by 15. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Suggs. He's got 15. Pass to Banchero. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And Orlando making a change here. Robinson's checked in. George with the ball. He's got 12. Pass to Alexander Walker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Now let's quickly take a look at some stats for Suggs. Some last season stats for him. He was around 16 points per last year. 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Black. And here's George. Inside. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Over Anthony. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. George against Suggs. Puts it up from 12. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The shot by George, no good.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Offensive rebound. Robinson passes to Suggs. The 3 from Anthony. It's good from long range.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
Right wing. Here's Robinson Earl. He's defended by Wagner. Here's Anthony. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Anthony's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Magic making a switch here.
Let him hear it.
The Heat leading by 8. Outside, George. Pass to Salon. And again, it's the Heat missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Robinson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Robinson's got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here is George. He's got 12.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Outside Anthony, lets the 3 fly, drills it from outside. 8 points for him.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter.
George, no good. The Magic trail by 5. Outside Anthony. Unloads from 9. It's deflected. Taken away by Anthony. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And we've reached the end of the third. Miami ahead, leading by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Heat, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Also, George out there. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Now, here's Banchero. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Banchero's got 22 points.
Showing why he was drafted first overall, Paolo Banchero has been a hoop getter tonight.
There's a good screen. Pass to Salong. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Cole Anthony.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on the second free throw.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now, here's Banchero. Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Here's Henderson driving in.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And Miami making a change here. Filipowski's checked in.
Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And so here is Miami after Cole Anthony missed from long range.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now, here's Banchero. He gets it in there. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Henderson kicks to Embiid. Over Suggs. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Anthony dishes to Banchero. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Traps in the tray. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now, here's Suggs. Banchero off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For 3, Henderson. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. And that's 15 points from Scoot Henderson. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Black. Anthony kicks to Banchero. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Harper. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Heat lead by 9.
And that'll hype your team up. Great defensive play at one end, instant offense at the other.
Out to Anthony. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded close. Good. The Heat leading by 7. Now here's Henderson. Outside Harper. The shot from 20 feet away. Orlando grabs the miss. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Anthony kicks to Black, and it's Banchero top the key. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Fade away. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Suggs with the ball. Now Henderson defending. Suggs against Henderson. 5 on the clock. For 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Now Harper. Embiid the screen. Out to Henderson. Misses the 3. The Magic trail by 9. Banchero draws the double. Pass to Black. Banchero outside. Back to Black. That 3 off the mark. The Heat have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Franz Wagner in for Black.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results and not focused on putting on a big show.
Now here's Embiid. Again, the miss by the Heat. There's the lob to Carter. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And so here is Miami after the made shot from Wendell Carter. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Banchero. Anthony on the wing. He's guarded by Harper. Rebound by the Heat. Embiid with it. He's defended by Wagner. Out to Henderson. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Anthony nowhere around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 14 points now in the second half. Pass to Embiid. Good work defensively by Carter.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Well, I love Banchero's overall game because it's terrific. I like to see him taking over, too. As an alpha dog leading the way, going and getting his, that's impressive. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Harper with the ball. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Carter. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Banchero. He drains the quick shot. Banchero's got 31 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Embiid with a screen on Suggs. It's stolen by Carter. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
No shame or fear in this young fella. Banchero going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Now here's Henderson. Outside Harper. Can they get it? And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Banchero outside. Shoots over Filipowski with the second effort, and it's laid in by Banchero. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
Wow, Banchero totally unbothered by the pressure of the moment.
Here's Henderson going inside, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Magic. Here's Banchero. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Filipowski.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Heat. Embiid with a screen on Suggs. Henderson finds Embiid. Embiid just overpowers the defense inside.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Banchero outside. Count it, and the foul. That one on Filipowski.
Stepping up in a big moment, Paolo Banchero. Love that leadership.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the score by Miami.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Now, here's Banchero. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Magic moving the ball around. Outside Carter. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And so here is Miami. A 2-point game. Embiid powers it down.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Banchero. Back to Carter. This one for three. Off target from downtown. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Here's Henderson. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Banchero, that's good.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Embiid with a screen on Suggs. Over to the wing. Suggs with the steal. Banchero outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Heat, Henderson.
Both free throws good from Henderson.
And seems like he's regaining his focus. The form at the line tonight has not been as good for the most part.
And Banchero, here we go. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Embiid. We play just over a minute here in OT. Over Carter. Embiid, no good. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. There's the lob to Carter. An emphatic LU jam.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
The Heat shooting straight 49% from the field. Outside Harper. They set the pick to the middle. And that one is hammered home.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Suggs driving to the basket. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Embiid with a screen on Suggs. The kick out to Harper. Tries a 3. Connects from three-point range.
Well, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Good D by Embiid. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Carter, and he banks in the layup. Carter's got 20 points.
Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there.
Now here's Henderson. There's the drive. Off target at the rim. Caldwell Pope outside. Latrey carries it from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Embiid with a screen on Suggs. Henderson, an easy 2 points on the layup.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall outweighs your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. He'd have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Embiid sets the pick for Henderson. Back to Embiid. An assertive move by Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Banchero's versatility, impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
Back to Embiid. That one, no good. Great defense that time from Banchero. Pass to Carter.
That is the guy to go to. I mean, when everything's frenetic, Carter has that steady, even-keeled pulse.
Now here's Henderson. Outside Harper. There's the screen. Releases. Carter pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Henderson inside the three-point line. Miami no good on that time either. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
A drive by Henderson. Embiid in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Orlando winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game.
The hardest I'm auntie baby. On the Grammy. I broke they crashing. I'm getting too hot, man, family. This ain't called a big lotto about rip it out the plastic. Give me some get lucky. 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 Yeah, give me some get lucky. Give me some get lucky. Yeah, shaking something. Number 1. Biggest foes on earth, though, you know what I'm saying? Fire life. Foe life, though, you know what I'm saying? Don't get this confused, man. Don't get none of the humblest confused, man.
age don't exist. Like whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't got a limit, just give me some more with it. Don't got a limit, just give me some more with it. They always tell me ADHD did it.
And then she started the stuff like no one else in this apartment. Beg your pardon, oh I rap, baby. How old are you? She say 22, I say 23. Okay, then we are babies. Why you say that? She said, where my drink at? I'ma tell you later, just tell your neighbors. Relax, I stood up, shut the blind, closed the screen, Jumbotron, made to the back where she reside. Then she said, read between the lines. Yep, hope that I get close enough when the lights turn down. And the fact that she just might open up when it start to drown. Everybody and I know the both of us really deep in the mood now. It's nothing we can do now. Somebody walked in with a of that Bay Area. She looked at me, then looked at it, then she grabbed it, then she said, get it understood. You know why we babies, because we born in the 80s, that ADHD crazy. 8 to the face, 12 in the case. God, not halfway. God got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't got a limit, just give me some more with it. Don't got a limit, just give me some more with it. They always tell me ADHD did it.
Give you the light. Whatever you like, you can have all my shine. I'll give you the light.
What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old. When I was in the trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born. Real Stevens, I'm the proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren home. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Once I Christian the mic and get on top of the beat, it becomes an instant classic when he 40 speak. My lyrics poke out just like a widow peak. I go like I got petty to fetch, refuse to lose. Ain't no recess commercials or interludes. Right now I'm off my own. I'm at the crib. And it's this new to your. But I'm still not out of the woods yet. Even though that I'm. Project English is my language. Ghetto slang, broken English. It's hard to crack the code and distinguish. BR, before rap, I was famous. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. Go crazy, my guy. Let's have at it. Congratulations. Enough money out here for all of us, man. Hello. Congratulations.
Now let's meet the starters for the visiting Miami Heat. At power forward, Grant Williams.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And the starting lineup for Miami, we've got Scoot Henderson. Williams is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. Now here's Embiid. Throws it down.
What a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Now Green kicks it to Hero, takes a 3, the basket. The assist from Thompson.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Sensible. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Hero with the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Embiid passes to Henderson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Hero against Henderson. Here's Hero. Really had his troubles in the loss to Chicago. He just couldn't find his rhythm. Misses the 3. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
And the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said, we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Henderson, the pass to Embiid. 5 to shoot. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Rockets trail by 6. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Henderson with it. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Harper misses.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Hero, the pass to Brooks. On target from range.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
And here's Henderson. Down low. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. The Rockets, number 1.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 1. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
You talk about player development. In a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
Here's Henderson. Here he goes. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Brooks, right side. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Williams. Here's Harper. Three-pointer in transition.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Rockets trail by 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Henderson, the pass to Williams. Here's Harper. Clock at 4. Here's Embiid. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Eason's checked in for Brooks.
In for your Rockets, number 17.
Houston has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Outside, Green. Pass to Eason. Thompson outside. Outside, Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Here's Henderson. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Tari Eason. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 6. Pass to Henderson. Back to Embiid. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Sensabaugh from outside the arc. That shot off.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
And here's Şengün. Now here's Thompson, defended by Henderson. Outside, Green. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. And Şengün gets it to go.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 7. Over to the wing. Eason with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Heat with the lead. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, BA. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Smith, he's checked in for Houston. And Miami with a change here, too. George, he's checked in for Henderson. Jumps up. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Outside Eason. Outside, Green. Outside, Eason. Hero for three. Rebound, Miami.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Embiid. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Hero. Now Smith. Now here's Green. His first shot attempt. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when you trust his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Here's Harper. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets trail. Inside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And so George will bring it up for Miami. Williams, a screen on Hero. George with it. Now Thompson defending. Eason comes with a double. To the wing on the left. The three is up. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his second basket of the night.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Hero, the pass to Smith. Here's the three. Gets the three ball to go.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response three.
Here's George. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
It's Thompson, high post. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by the Heat. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Harper. Williams, a screen on Thompson. Here's Harper. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams. And that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
Alperen Sengun's checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Hero. To the inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And this is exactly what Smith loves to do, wreaking havoc on opposing defenses and scoring through contact.
Kennard, he's checked in for Miami. Miami's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Kennard outside. This one for 3. Smith with the rebound.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
In the first 2 minutes.
Left side, Whitmore. Pass to Sengun. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Miami. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away with losing.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
Here's Green. The Heat making their last shot. That shot missing.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Kennard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Outside, Green. Here's Whitmore. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Keontae George.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Here's George. Smith with the rebound. Rockets trail by 3. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's take a minute to look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contest for the Heat.
And both their bigs and guards have played equally well. The game is still up for grabs, and it'll be interesting to see which players decide to try to take it over.
Now here's George. Tight defense on him. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish him. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Miami has gone 2 of 5 from deep. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kennard outside. Takes the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Now here's Whitmore. Defended by Kennard. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to drop. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Heat out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Shepard. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
The shake. Okay, knockout.
Man.
Wow. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. There's a screen. Here's George. Oh, big finish.
Wow. Okay, I see you.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Shepard. And he buries his first look.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. And it's good. 2 points. Easton's got 5 now.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Here's George. 14 points for him last game against Orlando. Kennard for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists now in the game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Filipowski to pass to George. Fires the 3. Ooh, stolen by Smith. To the paint. And they're pushing it up.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Whitmore. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. And that one is hammered home.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Easton. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Heat leading by 12. Eason with a steal. In transition, here they come. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
There's a screen for three. Eason pulls it in. Houston has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Beyond the arc. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
George with it. He's got 9. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Shepard. Pass to Şengün. Fires from deep. He's off on that one.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Here's Filipowski. Out to the right wing. The 3 ball. The shot off that time. Rockets trail by 9. Smith outside. With the drive. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
This kid can fly. Smith with unbelievable hops.
George passes to Filipowski. Kicks it to George. Six to shoot. Pass to Filipowski. 4-3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith outside. To the middle. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Smith. And it's now only a 5-point Miami lead. And here's George. 9 points in the game. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Smith. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Houston making some changes. Dylan Brooks checked in for Şengün. Jalen Green comes in for Whitmore. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Shepard. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Out to the wing. Embiid against Smith. Here's Green. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt, or I would have been out of the league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Sensabaugh to end the drought. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got his 3rd assist of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Number 1, Houston.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding, and that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Embiid, a screen on Hero. Henderson, the pass to Embiid. Embiid elevates!
I like that decision from Henderson, giving up the rock.
And so Hero will bring it up for Houston. And Embiid with the block. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good for Brooks.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 7. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Just 5 to shoot. Harper. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Kicks it to Hero. It's hauled in by Henderson.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Pass to Harper. And here's Embiid. Oh, a vicious move by Embiid.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Hero for three. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Hero for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hero's got 12 points.
You're rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
Williams a screen on Hero. Henderson the pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Fade away. The Rockets pull it in.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Eason finds Hero. Here's Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You can tell Green is fearless on the floor, going right into the defender with his shot.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line, 100% this quarter.
Alperen Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Eason. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson passes to Hero. Brooks against Williams. Pass to Şengün. Over Henderson. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist by Brooks.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Kicks it to Hero. Launches a three. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Whitmore's checked in for Hero.
It's tough to find things to not love about Embiid's game. It's so complete. He's a true two-way player who is a nightmare you have to deal with on both ends.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Miami leading by 6. To the right side. Here's Sensabaugh. Thompson pulls it in.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
1:19 left in the half. Down low. Outside for Green. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Miami has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Henderson against Green. Henderson misses. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Whitmore. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Harper. Now Embiid. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thompson. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Embiid.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And the shot goes. Şengün's got his third basket on the night right there.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Heat out in front, leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.